Welcome to No Stats, where we call it how we see it.
Steph, man, let's talk about this Harden to Houston type of flow that's going on right now in Brooklyn, baby. Mikal Bridges, man. He is coming into his own. He's looking like a superstar in the making, similar to when Harden went to Houston. I see a little bit of young Paul George in Indiana in him. He's shooting the three ball crazy. He's getting his own shot, creating his own shot. He's looking like a walking 30 ball right now. For all my bettors out there, Mikal Bridges has scored 30 has been
He's been all over that.
He's been all over that. So I think this is phenomenal for the Nets going forward to you lose a guy like Kevin Durant.
There you go. Bro, nobody even like Durant no more. Didn't your man get hurt doing like layups or some shit like that?
He was doing curtsies. But you lose a guy like Kevin Durant. And you got these question marks around Mikal Bridges on you kind of saw what he can do. You seen spurts of what he can do when Booker was out in Phoenix, but I don't think you've seen it like this. He looks freer. He looks happier. He looks way more efficient, more aggressive. And like I said, we didn't get to see this in Phoenix. And I think now with him being in Brooklyn, this gives the Nets someone that they can really buy into, that they can build around. And going forward, man, I'm excited for this. What's your take on this? How do you feel about this situation for the Nets and Mikal?
To be honest, bro, shocking to me. Maybe you've seen this coming. Maybe you've seen what Mikal could do. I didn't see it. I didn't see it at Villanova. I didn't see it in Phoenix. I thought he was just a role player, 3-and-D kind of guy.
3-and-D, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought of him. But I tell you what, man, I've been surprised. I think he got some game. I think he was kind of limited maybe in Phoenix. But there's also the other take, right, that people are going to say is somebody got to take the shots over there in Brooklyn. And when you go to a bad team, it kind of makes you look like a better player. It makes you like I had an example on the top of my head and I just forgot it. Tobias Harris in Detroit. Remember when Tobias was going off in Detroit?
He was.
And the Sixers fucking sold their practice facility and paid him with the money or some shit, all that damn money they gave him. Bro, I think that Mikal Bridges he's striving right now, and I hope he does get that much money, bro. Seriously. But I don't know if he's breaking all-star territory with this stop. It has to be more consistent, and I guarantee this won't be his last stop in Brooklyn. So when a team does go for him and pick him up, I want to see him do it on a winning team. But like you said, bro, he's been playing phenomenal. I didn't see this coming. It's surprising. But it's giving me Tobias Harris feels.
I think he's going to turn some heads. So what I think a lot of people, like you said, with it being surprising, I think it's surprising to a lot of people because he was kind of hidden in Phoenix. He had a certain type of role in Phoenix.
Do you disagree? Sorry, I just want to know this real quick.
I agree to a certain extent because did they make the playoffs that year with Tobias, or they was just trash?
I think they was trash, bro. But come on, bro. KD and Kyrie.
Nah, but look, bro. This is what I'm saying though. Going forward though, the Nets they have a strong enough cushion to where they're gonna finish. I would say probably like 5 or 6 now, and I think we're gonna get a chance to see this scrappy team in a playoff series, because if they finish 6, they won't even have to be in a play-in. So you'll see this scrappy Brooklyn team, and you'll see this emerging star in Mikal Bridges, and I think this is going to be his moment. This is going to be his coming out party, basically, to where he's going to go into a series. He's going to be averaging around 27 a game. He's going to be guarding the best players, the real 3-and-D shit. Bro, he's giving me Paul George and Indiana vibes, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
And it's sort of like it's not the same situation, but you got to think in Indiana, who team was that? At that time, Danny Granger. Danny Granger goes down with an injury, and Paul George slides right in there, and we're like, yo, who the fuck is this dude going toe-to-toe with Bron? You know what I'm saying? So I think I think they're going to get in a situation where Mikal is going to have the stage and he's going to have the floor to really show what he can do, bro. And if you, next time you get a chance, bro, just watch a Nets game, bro. And just watch the type of shots he's taking, the type of, we didn't see none of this shit in Phoenix, bro. And it's like, it was this, like, I kind of got, the reason why I compared the Harden also is because Harden bought into a role in OKC. And then when he goes to Houston, he gets the keys. He gets an even bigger role. And
always had a bag. Markel bag ain't that deep.
But that's what I'm saying. His bag is though not as deep as Harden, but he was, bro. I was because I just freaking betted on them the other day when they just played. Who the fuck did they just played the Nuggets? And bro, he had 27, but he's catching it. He's coming off the dribble, tween, pull up in the mid. Oh, tween, oh, right past you, mid range, to the basket, transition. The defense already gets him on the floor, and now he's gonna give you 27 on the other side of the ball, bro.
We'll
Remember this take. We're gonna keep the receipts.
Keep it. So if he underperforms in the playoffs, are we gonna say, "Oh, it's just Mikal Bridges"? We didn't expect a lot out of him, or you holding him to it?
I'm holding him to it. I think Mikal Bridges is going to play exceptionally well in this playoffs because, like I said, bro, for so long when you're playing a certain role and then you get it on a new team and now your role is maximized, bro, like it's all about adjustments and the NBA is all about situationals, bro. So when you get into a situation, you see a certain player like, oh, he's trash. Oh, he ain't really like that. And then he get into a situation where he's getting the ball freaking 3 or 4 possessions back to back. He's touching that shit to where, like, he just came from a situation where it's like, all right, Chris Paul's dominating the ball, bringing it up. Aiton's coming off, setting the screen for Booker's getting it. He's going to hit DA on the roll. Mikal might get the corner 3, and those are the only things he's really shooting. He might catch one dribble pull up to where, like, now he's bringing the ball up. He's praying free. He's coming off. He's the one that's ball handling, coming off the screens. He's coming off DHO. So, bro, I'm big on this Mikal shit, bro.
I like it. We're going to see, bro. We're going to see.
Big on it, man.
We're going to see if Mikal Bridges can let me stop playing. No, we're gonna see though.
I can't believe the Sixers saw they practice facility. They paid that man, bro.
Man, they gave him everything. But I want to switch gears a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on this topic because we did a couple takes and we'll continue to do takes about the Lakers. But with the return of D'Angelo Russell, he's been looking nice. He's been looking nice, bro. And I think everybody's been seeing it. And they know what D'Angelo Russell can do on the floor. But I want to know, where do you rank, and I'm gonna try to take this to another space. Where do you rank D'Angelo Russell in top point guards in the NBA? I'm putting you on the spot.
Ooh, so we got the Currys, we got the Ja Morants. I'd say, bro,
Dame. You got Dame.
No,
you got Trey.
You got Trey. You still got Shea.
You got Shea. Is Jalen Brunson over D'Angelo Russell? Well, you need more. You need more tape.
I could put Jalen in front of him just from what you've been doing with the Knicks.
De'Aaron Fox.
But I think I could put De'Aaron Fox over him as well too. No, and it's not like they're miles better. It's like De'Aaron could be 7, D'Angelo will be 9. Do I think he's a top 10 point guard in this league? Yeah, I mean we might have to reel it off real quick.
Real quick. I don't want to spend too much.
I think he could be 9, 10. Most
Drew Holiday.
11.
Ready? Drew Holiday.
He's not better than Drew.
Are we saying James Harden's a point guard?
Yeah, James is the point. He's not better than James.
All right. Darius Garland.
I feel like you can argue it.
But are you who you giving it to? You got to give it to somebody.
Fuck. Damn, I gotta go Garland.
All right, Garland. You taking him over Marcus Smart?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You said Jalen Brunson, so that's 4. You said Trae Young, so that's 5.
And then you got the Curry and Dame.
Hold on. I'm going through the East right now.
Okay.
Washington ain't really got no point. Detroit ain't really got no point. Chicago, Orlando, Indiana. So I think we good there. That's 5, right? Yeah. And then we got the West.
I know some people could argue because you said Indiana. Tyrese
Halliburton
ain't bad, bro. He's not bad, bud.
But I don't put him above D'Angelo.
I'll put him above D'Lo. Not yet.
All right. So Jamal Murray.
You know what's funny? Because I was gonna say D'Lo's like in that Jamal category.
Who you taking though?
I kind of like. I would take D'Lo.
Okay.
Slightly. I would take D'Lo slightly over Jamal.
All right. You said De'Aaron Fox. That's 6. You said Ja Morant. That's 7. Chris Paul.
At this point, yeah.
Chris Paul better. That's 8.
No. I
don't know. You already lost. Kyrie Irving. I didn't mention Kyrie. I didn't mention Steph. I didn't mention Dame. I didn't mention Shea.
We'll go top 15. But I feel like what he gives this Laker team is really what they're missing. He's a guy, as you can obviously see, his 2 games back. We don't do the stats, but scored over 25 points. The Lakers is 1-1. They could have won that one in New York too if they would have fucking fouled 30 seconds. Yeah. They just playing hot potato. But I think when you get LeBron back now and you ease him in, I think D'Lo is that perfect guard for them. He can shoot the ball. He could create his own. I think he had damn near 8-9 assists in his first game back. So there goes your creation for others. So I like it, man. I like D'Lo being back for this team now. You can arguably be in any game, kind of, based on if, Anthony Davis don't want to be carrying his fucking laundry around all game. But, bro, you be pissing me off. But
speaking of Anthony Davis, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
No. Go ahead. I was done, bro.
I was just gonna say, speaking of Anthony Davis, and I want to transition to how all these NBA players, bro, they seem to be hurt so much, or it's a load management, or it's just rest or something. It's just always out. I don't know what's going on. There's been a lot of talks. I know guys like Anthony Edwards who show up and play hard every day. And we exclude guys like, that's later in their career. I know people still want to see LeBron, but it has been 21 years to this guy making deep playoff runs. So, but as far as the other guys, you got some young cats that be resting. You got Anthony Davis always hurt. I feel like when we were growing up, right, with Iverson and Kobe, those early 2000s, the Detroit Pistons, a lot of teams, bro, they was playing through a lot of this, bro. AI was playing through a lot of this. Kobe, T-Mac, they was playing through a lot of these injuries. Now, I get it because you want to stretch that lifespan and stretch that money and get paid, but the consumer is upset, right? So that's a big problem. So I want to know what you feel about this, and is there a way to fix it?
I'm a little bit on both sides of the fence with this one. I just seen a recent Paul George interview on JJ Redick's podcast, and he was touching on that because they're like at the forefront of this load management shit, him and Kawhi. And he said a lot of times it doesn't even be their calls, which I think a lot of people don't know. They think it's the player saying like, oh man, I'm going to take the day off. But it's really the franchise saying like, hey, we just went from fucking Portland, Oregon to fucking Dallas, Texas, and we playing in the back-to-backs. This guy is my franchise right now. We're going to sit him. The doctors, and that's what another thing Paul George was elaborating on. So a guy like Kawhi, he has an ACL injury. Their science is kind of so advanced to where like they're like, all right, he has to be off the 16th of this month. He has to take this day off. He can play 2 games after that, but then he has to rest this game based on where his knee is. So I get that, but me being also on the other side of the fence, I'm like, yo, you got the people that built this league on their backs, the Kobe's, the AIs, playing through broken fingers and tweaked ankles, and I would prefer it be an actual injury on why you're out. Right. I hate when it says, oh, such and such is not playing, and it's rest in parentheses. Dude, you're getting millions to just shoot the fucking basketball. I wish I could text my job and be like, yo, I'm not going to come today. I'm resting.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I ain't gonna make it in. I'm sleepy.
Today's my rest day. I'm on load management and shit. So
I'm be like, it can be your year. I'll let you.
But I get I get the organizations are trying to pay their players, but at the end of the day, you have a product that you have to put out there on the floor every single time. You have fans that are paying their money to see these guys play, and you're fucking. And I know this has been cheesy, but fucking little Jimmy saved up all his checks and shit to fucking finally see LeBron play, and then he comes to the game and LeBron's resting this day and shit. So
right.
it's a double-edged sword, bro. I think that they gotta really sit down and figure out how to clean this shit up.
I have one, and we're gonna wrap up after this, but I have one take/question for you. What about shortening the NBA season? How do you feel about that? 82 games is a lot. You for it? Okay. It makes the games more competitive.
I think 66 games is a great number, bro. Even to go anywhere between that 60, the 66 range right there, I think it would be good enough, because then you could give longer rest periods within that. You know, you could space the games out, less back-to-back, less 4 games and 5 nights. It's something that the NBA and the Players Association and the board and whoever the fuck's calling the shots, they got to sit down and really, figure out the best way to go about this. And I think shortening the season would be like a super plus, because I don't know if you've seen, but they've been wanting to add other shit within the season now going forward. They're talking about a mid-season tournament. So I think if you maybe even do something like that in there, take like 16 games off, incorporate that into the big tournament or whatever you want to do it, give a little break and stuff like that, then bro, I'm for it, man. I'm for it.
Yeah. No, I like it too. I just think a lot of those single season records are now done. Like, there's no breaking the Warriors single season records. Like, that's forever embedded into the Hall of Fame. So things like that will be stuck. But that's the price you pay. I mean, I think it's easier with the NFL. The NFL just added a game, right? But it's one game. You're not dealing with such a large sample size. And they were able to take away a game in the preseason and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Also expansion too, bro. I think expansion would be, because we got so many good guys, and we could save this take for another day, but the NBA definitely needs to look into expanding just because of how good the league is getting over time. So
that's a good take. Yeah, we'll definitely bring that up. But like the video. Comment. Let us know how you feel about Mikal Bridges / Tobias Harris. Let us know how you feel about Kilo.
Wait.
10 top 15 point guard. And then let us know how you feel about this load management and all these players getting hurt.